Hello everybody and welcome back to Hearts of Iron, where last episode we started getting some work done on the Japanese home islands here. And really, I want to do a little bit more here. More specifically, what I want to get done is I want to make sure that locations like this are at least covered with air power. So to that end, we can where did I want to do this from? I've actually forgotten. This airbase? Yeah, the Guam Air Base will probably work. Let's go ahead and have this go up to 500. There we go. And I want to just toss in, like, a bunch more Fighter 2 wings. Specifically, 3 of them. Not regular Fighter 2s. Jet Fighter 2s. Okay. That would help. Okay, so where are Jet Fighter 2s in this list again? Right around here, I think. No, these are tactical bombers. I can never remember this, and this is why I keep saying I want a search box. But there they are. That's absolutely fine, and we will get ourselves 3 more of those. So we'll head down over this way to the Jet Fighter 2s. Right? I found them down here? Yes. Okay. And we'll need 1 more wing of these, so that will be just fine. Jet Fighter 2s somewhere around over here. Yep. Fantastic. We're going to take these up to 500 each. Like so. Okay. And then these guys are going to be air superioritying over the Philippine Sea. These guys over the Mariana region. These over Eastern Micronesia, although apparently they can't actually reach there because they don't have they don't have some coverage. Yeah, I get that they don't have a little coverage here, but they have... Well, they don't have coverage over all this. I guess this is not enough to count. I had anticipated that that would be enough. But I guess instead we can send them also to the Mariana region for now. We could combine one of these wings together, but I don't think it actually fundamentally matters. So we're going to do something kind of like that. Then, I would like to get a little bit more coverage over the home islands. And to that end... I'm just checking for additional air bases that we could utilize. Maybe this one. We're going to toss in additional Fighter 2s over here. Jet Fighter 2s, to be precise. These are Jet Fighter 1s. Jet Fighter 2s. There we go. And we're going to bump that up to 1,000. They're going to be air superiority over the home islands. Okay, there we go. So they'll arrive there eventually. And we can see all of these little battles out here where we have, like, this going on, where we lose 24 Jet Tac Bomber 2s, and they are losing 7 destroyers, 5 light cruisers, and 1 carrier. That is worth. Or this one, where we lose 74 TAC Bombers. They lose 3 carriers, a battleship, 4 destroyers, and a light cruiser. That's worth. 36 Jet Tactical Bombers for 3 destroyers. Honestly, still worth. I'm very, very okay with this. So you can definitely see here, the Japanese are losing a lot of ships. That's all very, very important to us. We don't care about aircraft losses, although I do want to check what our current aircraft situation is, specifically with our bombers here. I want the Jet Tactical Bombers. Oh, we have 50,000 in stock. Yeah, we don't care about taking any losses over here. That is completely fine. Excellent. Now we have as much as we can in terms of naval invasions planned. So at this point, it's mostly just a matter of resting superiority and waiting for some of these to complete. Of all of the places they could choose to invade, they chose this. Okay. Get in there. We're also going to need to nuke this, I think. I don't think we have air superiority, though. Yeah, we don't have air superiority over here. I'm just wondering, did we have... Ah, I see. Okay. So we should probably have one of these armies think about something else. as opposed to this. These guys don't have any supplies right now. So I think that we're going to end up winning this. State of Japan decrypted our ciphers, sure. They do have their out-of-supply grace period going on. Now they're starting to take some punishment, shall we say. Excellent. We'll let these guys regenerate a bit. We're currently winning this defense, and this is great. We're very okay with this. We'll attack back in a moment. We're just letting them exhaust their supplies. And yeah, we'll need to reassign over to here, obviously. But for right now, they are not going to win this. It's not going to be a thing. Like I said, we're just waiting for them to exhaust their supply. They have no supply flow whatsoever here. And this is not going to go well for them. We're going to attack them now. Get that counterattack going, and they will begin stack wiping presently. Excellent. This was a bad move for Japan, officially. Now, you can also see they naval invaded up over here. This is something that we will need to deal with. Okay. Once again, we're currently losing this. Where is the air... What is the air situation over here? And also, we have 100% naval supremacy here. How exactly did they manage this? Okay, sure. These guys are on their way over to reinforce. They may take Vladivostok, and I think for right now, we're going to tell this force here to forget about their area defense, and instead just come in frontline over here. And also over here. Something like that. Temporarily. So yeah, I mean, they're going to get some gains over here. That's fine. Reasonably fine anyway. They're also naval invading over here, apparently. Over here, apparently. Yeah, Japan is just trying to heavily naval invade, it would appear. I'm okay with that. They can do this all they want, honestly. This is not going to be tremendously successful for them, and in fact, we can delete these orders and tell them to just frontline here now. That'll be fine, and then they will offensive line. Right like that. As soon as our troops properly arrive over here, there will be no problem, and Japan's capacity to do this will be going away very shortly as their navy continues to take these hits. This is going to continue to be worse and worse for Japan, and their navy cannot keep this up. So this is completely fine. We'll get these guys stack wiped in a moment here, and Japan also, how are they doing on manpower? That's a question that I have. The answer, they have about 500,000 still, so they're doing okay, is the answer. We're definitely expecting this to stack wipe, but they're holding out for now. Okay. Well, that's a thing for them. That's fine. They can do that. And I think these guys will act as kind of a mobile reaction force. There's also this going on. And we should probably do something about it. I think anyone who's not assigned to this order, which is like almost half of this army, these guys are assigned to the order. But the rest of these, they can come on down over here. These guys will be stack wiped super easily. Problem solved. No issues whatsoever. There we go. We're arriving over here. No problem. And I believe we've stack wiped over here. Yes, indeed we have. Perfect. And they will go ahead and execute this as soon as they can. So yeah, I mean, Japan is completely fine to keep doing this. As in, I'm okay with it, because they will not succeed for very long. doing this is just throwing their troops away, in all honesty. And I kind of want to not run these naval invasions until all of them are ready to go, I think. I'd like to run those all simultaneously. Okay, so we've got them being chased down here. They have a huge number of troops going into Vladivostok. And guess what? We have air superiority here. Kaboom. They're trying to just funnel troops in here, but it's not going to go well for them. Not going to go well at all, actually. We're going to push them out of Vladivostok. And this is completely okay. We're going to stack wipe a huge number of troops here again. This is kind of huge. These guys have basically no supply flow. This naval base is fully damaged here, so no problem. Okay. These guys, head on in. Let's get those stack wipes going. Excellent. I don't know why Japan is trying this, in all honesty. I really, really don't. But okay, if that's what they want to do. Oh, this naval invasion has started. I did not intend for that to actually start right now. But actually, we are managing to go into Nagasaki for the moment. They may reinforce this, but they did just lose a lot of troops up over here. You know what? If any of these other naval invasions can go off, at this point they should. We want to get something over here. We may end up losing some troops over here. What is our air superiority like? Oh, we have air superiority over the home islands. Perfect. I feel like we shouldn't, but we do have air superiority. Cool. And naval supremacy. Are we just waiting on these guys to finish their preparation? Some divisions haven't reached the starting point yet. No, that's these guys. Yeah, they're still preparing. Okay. Sounds good. And it looks like these guys have given up on their attack. Their attack failed. That's fine. These guys are going to go in. We kind of expect their attack to fail as well, although they're going to get some successful... Interesting. They're going to get some successful locations over here. They're going to be immediately under attack. Obviously, we need to try to build a naval base here. And we also need to drop as many nukes in support of this as we possibly can. Okay. So we're going to drop a nuke basically everywhere adjacent to here that they have units, period. Okay. So, we've got these locations as well now. We're going to build additional naval bases here. We expect these naval bases to take a long time to build, but we're just going to drop these nukes. Okay, so this one failed. And these guys, not these guys, these guys can forget about that naval invasion. But right now, we've got that going on. This one will happen later, and that's okay. So we'll see if this actually ends up working. How many troops do we have here? 16? It's not a lot, in all honesty. Like I said, we have to support this as much as possible with nukes until we get some supply flow over here. So, we'll just do this. Indeed, Nagasaki was atomic bombed. Wait, no it wasn't. Nagasaki's down over here. I didn't nuke that. I nuked Kokura. Okay, sure. The press is misreporting that a little bit, I guess, but that's fine. We're just continuing to support this because we definitely need to have their organization super, mega, ultra low for the next little while. It looks like they're starting to move in over here as well. Like, they're just going to continue to move forces in. But as long as we're constructing, this is okay. But this is going to be a long construction cycle. Has this invasion gone off? No. Okay. We're taking attrition. Do we have supply planes? We may want to do a supply drop over here. I think that we do. We don't make supply planes, but we've probably captured some. So where are our transports at? Transports. Anywhere we've got some transports. Once again, this would be a great use of the search tool here. I have no idea where in here they are, but I feel like this is a necessity at this point, so we will try to find them. I'm fairly certain we captured some at some point. I would love to do some airdropped supplies. That would help us a lot here. I'm sure they're in here somewhere. And what kind of range do they have is the other question. That is a very, very important question. Strategic bombers, not what we're looking for. We're just looking for transports. Anytime now, transport planes. Anytime now. Are we going to have to start building them? Maybe. We can. It's not a problem. These are scout planes. I think the transports are near scout planes, if I remember correctly. I may not remember correctly. We'll see. Carrier naval bombers. Jet fighter 2s. Those are handy, but not what we're looking for. Maybe all the way down here. Yikes. Okay. I really wish there was a search option in this. Or at least a way to compress them all down to the same type. So, you know, you'd have, like, your tactical bombers, you'd have your... sorted by, like, role. Your strategic bombers, your fighters, your heavy fighters, all in one category, and then you can expand that category. That would also be a good way to sort this. This needs organization. And I don't know of any way that I can organize it. So that's definitely something that Paradox should look into. Because at this point, I need transport planes. There's only one type of transport plane. So they're just in here somewhere. In amongst all of the other planes. These are fighter 3s. I'm sure we'll find them eventually. If we even have any. I mean, we could probably check in our logistics. Might be a little easier to see in here. I don't see any in our logistics. Okay, so we might need to produce some. Let's see, transport planes. And we could create variants of those, but yeah, we can't actually make a variant of them. So we'll do transport planes. And we'll just produce 4.98 per week, I guess. When will we have one done? 3 October. Okay. So I guess we just need to make some. No one has given us any. Sure. It's 2 October right now. Now it's 3 October. Okay, so let's get some transport planes in here. Now we know for a fact that we have transport planes. Are they showing up in here yet? Yes. We have exactly one transport plane. Perfect. And it's right at the bottom. Well, that's actually pretty convenient. So we're going to do that. We're going to get an air wing of those, and that's the range. This is a long enough range. Excellent. We're going to get, like, how many of these can we actually put in here? Like, I feel like 1,000 is more than we can handle. Manpower cost of just 0.3. Okay. Probably because there's only one here right now. Okay, so it's going to start deploying. How are we doing on our construction? It's in progress. Now, we know what the AI wants to do. The AI wants to wait for this to almost finish and then attack us, as our attrition wears these guys down. That's what the AI absolutely wants to do. So we've got 3 transport planes here, and we can see that this is currently dropping our command power a little bit. That's okay. How are we doing on supply over here? 0.02 supply coming in right now. Okay. I mean, it's better than nothing. I do think that we should probably hit these guys with some nukes here. They are definitely gearing up to deal with us and kick us off of the home islands. We're not okay with that. So, kaboom. We're going to do it again. This is an ocean. We don't necessarily want to nuke the ocean. And so we're going to do something along the lines of this. You can see there they tried to attack. They didn't get very much done. That's perfect. How are we doing with our transport planes over here? We now have a total of 5. It's not very many transport planes, to be sure. How are we doing on our Japanese cryptology? Okay, that's awful. 823 days. I actually expect Japan will be gone before then. They're attempting to attack us here. So you know what that means. Time for another round of nukage. Kaboom. We want to have some level of supplies in here, and you can see that our command points are definitely dropping. We have more ground crews in sub-Saharan Africa right now, and I feel like that's not, strictly speaking, necessary. We can get rid of that. Thank you very much. We also currently could use some troops, specifically these guys, over into this army. In fact, we could grab 4 of these, but I'm going to do something kind of like this. We'll move this guy into this army, and then we need 2 more over here. Otherwise, this looks good. So the rest of these are going to go into the European Coast Guard. Okay, sounds good. You can see over here, Alaska is in the process of falling. That's excellent. And this naval invasion is going off. We'll see if that ends up happening. They are currently responding primarily to this naval invasion. And this is fine. Excellent. How is Japan doing on manpower these days? Their manpower has dropped quite dramatically. That is great. Do we have any supply flow over here? 0.04 is the answer. Now 0.06, 0.07. That's going to continue to fluctuate, but overall go up as we continue to produce transport planes. We only have 5 here right now, but more will continue to come in, currently at the rate of 1.52 per day. Great. That will continue to come up rather quickly as our production efficiency rises. Okay, what do we have on construction of these naval bases? Excellent. Going to continue these nukes. We want to make sure that these guys don't have the organization to kick us out of here. Dangerous naval invasion in eastern Siberia. Ah, I see. Okay. So Japan is currently trying this. We're going to take our mobile response force, which is currently down over here. We're going to tell them, start moving up over this direction. We'll see if we need them over here. Outcome is currently undecided. It looks like we're going to hold this, actually, which is kind of hilarious. We have managed to grab this territory up here. These guys are going to extend their front line, like so. And we're going to begin construction over here of naval bases as well. Now, is this all considered the Home Islands supply region? No, but it is all the Home Islands air region. Are we supplying both of these? These guys are definitely out of range of this. Interesting. We are getting air supply up there. Neat. That's probably something that's been changed in the supply rework, to be clear. But that's okay. We're going to continue to dig in on our beachheads here. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, our invasion of the Japanese home islands will continue. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.